Welcome to Signal Systems Laboratory. My name is S. L. Krishna. Today we are going to plot continuous time waves and discrete time waves of elementary functions. So basically, continuous time functions takes values of time for a continuum of time, whereas discrete wave signals take a set of discrete values of time. So they accurate discrete values of time only. So in order to get discrete time waves from continuous time waves, we do a process called sampling. Discrete waves are obtained by sampling of continuous time waves. So in the first part, we are going to plot continuous and discrete waves of few elementary functions. So coming to the first part, the first function is unit step function. Unit step function, for plotting unit step function, I am using the function Heaviside, and for the range of values of -10 to 10, I did a sampling for sampling of 1 second. So in order to get discrete wave from the continuous wave, we use a command called stem, which plots each and every value of x to the function wave wherever the function extended. The second wave is rectangular pulse continuous signal. Rectangle pulse has a rectangular form of wave in the middle of the wave. Remaining values are 0. Signum function has values 0 at 0 and less than 0 when x is less than 0 and greater than 0 when x is greater than 0. Ramp function, it is greater than 0 when x is greater than 0 and it is less than 0 when x is less than 0. Sinusoid function, for plotting sinusoid function, I gave it an amplitude and I use sine command. And for plotting a real valued exponential function, I use the command called exp. For decaying, difference between decay and rising is that the exponential function is in the form of c into e to the power of at. If a is greater than 0, it is rising. If a is less than 0, it is decaying. Now come to the next part, complex exponential signal. It is in the form of e power j omega t, where omega is 0.3j. So I use the command exp. I obtain a helix graph. Castle exponential continuous function. Castle exponential function means that its values depend on present and past values of input, not on the future values of input. And finally, impulse function. Impulse function means the area under the graph of an impulse function is 1. It has a value of 1 when x is equal to 0. So I am running this program. Now we will obtain graphs in a 5x5 matrix given the positions by using subplot function. So this is the plot, continuous and discrete side by side, and here is a complex exponential signal which is a helix in shape. So you can see the difference between continuous and discrete. Continuous occurs at it is continuous function by the name itself. It occurs at continuous values of time, but discrete function, it occurs at only set of values only. That's why it is represented like this. See, you can find the difference. So coming to the next part, we are plotting periodic functions. Periodic function means that its value repeats after a specific value of input. For example, sine value repeats at a specific value of sine value. For example, the period of sine 2 pi by a is a, because its values repeated 2 pi by a. First of all, we are plotting periodic sawtooth by using the command sawtooth function, and then plotting pulse waveform by using square, and then plotting triangular waveform by using the command sawtooth, and then plotting sinusoidal waveform by taking a fundamental period of 1 millisecond. I am running this program. Now we obtain the graphs. Periodic sawtooth, periodic pulse waveform, periodic square waveform, periodic triangular waveform, periodic sinusoidal waveform. Okay, so periodic pulse waveform, it has pulses continuously. We can observe the periodic waveform. It values repeated after 3. At 3 it values repeat again at 6, like that. So after 3 values of time, the periodic square waveform repeats its value. It's periodic. No, and also non-sinusoidal. Coming to the third part, I generated waves, 3 sinusoidal waves, and the resultant wave is the addition of 3 waves. So I use simple command of addition. If I run this program, I'll obtain the graph. So this is the graph, resultant wave of 3 sine waves, the addition of 3 sine waves. And then coming to the next part, partly here I generated 2 waves and plotted multiplication of 3 waves, multiplication of 2 waves by using command dot star. By using dot star, we can multiply the corresponding values of 2 waves. So if we run this program, we will obtain the graph. So this is the resultant wave when the multiplication of 2 sine waves. Coming to the last part, we have MATLAB graphical user interface. GUI means we can simply, it provides point and click of software we develop. It does not need any commands, or we need not write any commands to verify the results. We just use a push button using point and click we can verify our results, and also we can share apps on that graphical user interface. So in order to start graphical interface on MATLAB, we have to type a command in the MATLAB prompt, and the command is called guide. If we perform guide, a pop-up window appears. It says that by clicking on it shows us options for generating results. If you click on a blank document, it provides push buttons for commands we have to run. Under the push buttons, we have to paste our commands, whatever we have, paste our program, and it displays the result. Here I am verifying the results of I am viewing the plots of part 1, where I plotted the continuous and discrete time waves of elementary functions. So if you can observe, if you run this program, see, I have obtained the graphs of part 1 by using push buttons. For every push button corresponds to a corresponding graph, and this is the GUI interface. This is the new blank document. I created the name of the blank document, view of plot of part 1A and experiment 2 1A. Okay, so in the same way I did for second part. So again, if I run this program, I obtain periodic waveforms. Again, I use push buttons only. This time I use another type of blank document, periodic triangle. Okay, so, and the remaining one is sinusoidal periodic, which I left in the previous part. So again, I created a new blank document. If I run this program, I obtain periodic sinusoidal waveform. So in this way, I can create a new blank document by using guide command in the MATLAB prompt, and I can view the plots which I have obtained earlier using just point click. So this is the way.